A mother's love and struggle. The greatest gift that God has given to humanity is the gift of a loving mother. My religious belief teaches and ingrained in the conscience of a believer that paradise lies at the feet of the mother, and that one will never ever smell the fragrance of paradise if they allow their mother to leave this world being angry or displeased with them. One of the doors to paradise closes once your mother passes away, and that way of entering paradise is closed to you forever. Therefore, I encourage you all, while you still have your mother with you, and you are able to store up good deeds that are pleasing to God, that will get you into paradise, to treat your mother with love and respect that she deserved by right as your mother and the one that gave birth to you. My mother was a remarkable, strong, and independent, loving, caring woman. Family unity and respect was very important to her. My mother gave birth to her first child before she was 13, and the last of her 4 children by the age of 19. She sacrifices her education without hesitation to raise her family. Never once did she ever attempt to throw her children off on her family or friends to raise like so many young women does today. She was once like the black sheep, but she did not allow that to make her bitter or angry. She continued to show unity, love, and support to her family, to where she became the apple and model to emulate. Despite my mother being young, single, poor, and uneducated, she had to overcome numerous obstacles like so many black women during her era. Even though it was extremely burdensome and stressful for her as a single parent, raising a family of 4, she had to face some of the hardest time one can imagine, but she never once contemplated committing suicide, abandoning her children, or throwing in the towel. Instead, her uncompromising posture was to remain steadfast in the face of all adversities, and she cried her heart out to her Lord that he would not abandon her during her difficult times, and he did not. As I speak to you all today, especially you black women, that life has been hard to in so many ways, about this unique, extraordinary woman, my mother, who was living proof that with strength, faith, dedication, family morals, and hard work, one can change their circumstances and overcome poverty, lack of education, and being a single parent to achieving peace, love, independence, and prosperity. There is not a member of her family that I know of who didn't love or respect this shy, mild, strong, courageous woman. Without a doubt, my mother was the backbone and strength of our family, and it's her examples, morals, and lessons that is now holding this family together during so many trying times. My mother didn't hold grudges, and she wasn't one to speak negative about a person. If she didn't have anything good to say about a person, she wouldn't say anything about that person at all. In the era time that my mother grew up, respect for the elder was a law that was mandatory, and unity and respect of a family displayed its strength. But what has now become of the generation today that believe it's all right to disrespect and violate the elders, and a mother will always be the elder to her children, regardless of her age. Mother was never one to complain, not even about her own pain that I knew from the sound of her voice she was enduring. My mother didn't fear death because she had made her peace with her Lord, and she had come to accept that every soul will eventually taste death, even her. Her only fears, which she prayed to her Lord about, was 2 things. One being, when her time came, she would not go in pain or suffering. Do know that her Lord answered her prayer because she did not suffer at all. She went peacefully without pain. My mother never allowed the opportunity to escape her during our numerous daily conversations to tell me that she loved me, and neither will I allow this opportunity among her family and friends to escape me without repeating to her what I repeated daily to her during our conversation. That being, Mother, I love you more than life itself, and there is nothing I wish to achieve more than making you proud of me as a son. While my mother did experience many hardships and sacrifices here in the Deep South, but the greatest hardship she has had to endure was losing her 2 sons to prison. As in a result, she felt she had been cheated out of a son, but never once has she ever abandoned her son like others do. She was always that caring, loving, and supportive mother. Not only did my mother see her sons go to jail or prison, but just as many other mothers, she experienced seeing her brothers, nephews, cousins, grandsons, friends, etc. go to jail or prison. This is a cycle that we must end now, not later, but now. My heart cries out for this. These nephews, cousins, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren of this generation must end the pain and suffering that we have been carelessly afflicting upon the mothers of this world. I cry out with a loud voice and plead to you all, young men, not the women, because we have never had problem with women of this generation. Please, I beg you, with every breath in me, step up to the plate as real men and stop the suffering and pain that we are putting those loving mothers through that we say by tongue we love. Let's begin to allow our actions to manifest our love for these strong, courageous mothers who gave us life and sacrificed their comfort and pleasure to take care of us and raise us to be men. I never realized the importance or the extent of a mother's love until I didn't have her anymore. Never take a mother's love for granted. Her time can come at any day. My mother proved that one can rise above poverty with hard work, belief, and trust in God. My mother never took or touched anything that didn't belong to her or she didn't work hard to earn. I challenge all the young men of this family as well as this generation to honor my mother's legacy and our great loss to this family by following, living, and establishing the love, respect, trust, and family morals that my mother lived and exemplified in her life so that we may once again become a force to be reckoned with. My dearly beloved mother, if God has allowed you to enter paradise based on your belief in Him, commitment to family, and your loving, kind, and charitable ways, then I know in my heart without a doubt that paradise today is shining much brighter with your presence. Mother, you are no longer with me physically, but you will always be with me spiritually, and you will always be near my heart for the love you have shown me and the values you have instilled within me as a man. Mother, your Lord heard and answered your first prayer because when He sent for you, He allowed you to go peacefully without any pain. I look forward to seeing you again, Mother, because I know your Lord will answer your other prayer, that being allowing you to meet up with your children again in paradise. For even as you think of death, you still display your love and commitment to family unity by wishing to meet up with your children again. Goodbye, my dearly beloved mother, and know that without a doubt, I will always love you and miss you, and I look forward to being with you again in paradise. Your loving son, Junior. In conclusion, I wish to speak to this family from the heart of my mother. Big sis, mother is gone now, and I know you feel that your loss was much greater because you felt that not only did you lose a mother, but you also lost a best friend and a sister. But I am requesting of you to fill our mother's last wishes, that being, do the right thing, sis, by any means necessary, and remove all the obstacles that may be in the way of unifying mother's family back as one, with love, compassion, support, and respect for each other. I know that this may be a tremendous burden to ask you to bear, but wallahi, by God I swear that if you will bear this burden, inshallah, if God is willing, as soon as I touch down, I would immediately remove this burden from your shoulder and carry it myself in memory of our mother. I love you too, big sis.